Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Now today we're going to take a look at a vintage Masters of the Universe Prince Adam and remake his vest and belt, which is something that is always missing when you pick up these figures. As you can see here, I have two different versions of Prince Adam, both with slightly different colour hair that I've not noticed before. One is much more sort of yellowy orange and that one's a bit dull, but both of them are suffering from the sort of common problem that they're missing the fabric vest and belt that should have come with this figure. So the first thing we need to do is actually to make a pattern that we can use to sort of work from, and I found some images of the vest online, and using those and some other ones that some of my followers have sent to me, I was able to recreate a pattern, and this is what we will use. So I've printed it out here and you can see it doesn't actually look much like a vest, but this is the pattern and shape that you will need to recreate the vest for Prince Adam. Now this will be available on toy-polloi.com, so if you want to print it out for yourself then go there and do that. I've just printed this out onto A4 paper, and that's this is what we'll use. So let's get started making the replacement vest for this vintage Masters of the Universe Prince Adam figure. Now, always the hardest thing to find when trying to do these sort of replacement bits of fabric for old toys is actually a good bit of fabric that matches the original. And I have to say, I've not found the sort of perfect match at the moment. This is some felt, a sort of burgundy coloured felt, and this is what I would use today. And actually, this is the same material I used for recreating the Emperor's Royal Guard capes on some vintage Star Wars figures. So it's a quite sort of nice material to work with because it's easy to cut, but it's not exactly what was on these figures in the old days. They had a sort of furry velvet, sort of nylon backed velvet, but I've not been able to find anything that's even similar to that. So really at the moment I'm just going for a colour match. Once we've got something that we're happy with like this, we need to print the pattern out as I showed you. And normally when I print the pattern out, the way I like to work is I print it out, and on the back of this I'll stick some sticky back tape, so sort of double-sided tape, and I use that to hold it in place. So here I've got one done already. This has got some tape on it. You can see I've done a few sort of test prints, and the tape is just sticky enough that it will hold in place when I stick it onto this felt, and we can then cut around it without the pattern sort of moving around. So I'm going to put this pattern just in one corner like so. I'm going to get my scissors and carefully cut this out so that we have the exact shape on in felt. Now that I've cut around the pattern, I can remove it from the felt, but you'll notice just before I do that there's some dotted lines marked on either side, and this is how the vest will need to be sewn together. So you'll see there's a dotted line on the left here, and both of those will need to be sewn together. And you can see that if I pull these two pieces down now, you start to get something that looks like a vest. So just remember that when you remove the pattern here. So let's take that off and we can start sewing this together. So just remove that, and there we go, we have the right shape. So again, I've found some cotton. This is a nice sort of burgundy colour cotton, and I'm going to use this, I have it already threaded onto a needle, to start sewing just the two edges of this together. So we'll actually sew this together sort of inside out. So I've just got to fold these two sort of end pieces over and line up the edge there, so you can see that it does start to look like a vest, and I'm going to carefully sew along this edge. So I'll just use the cotton that I have on this needle and we can get that sewn. So I'll just sew a few stitches at the end to get it sort of started, and then I can start moving my way along the edge. There we go. I can now cut off the excess cotton, just a little bit at the start as well that is a bit loose there. So that's one edge done, and actually if we turn this inside out you'll see how the final little vest should look. It will look like that. So we do the same now on the other edge, and I will just sew that along there, and then we can try this and see how it fits on the figure. So here is the vest with both sides sewn, and as I said we have to turn this inside out so the sort of sewing is on the inside, and you can see that immediately looks like the original vest that Prince Adam wore. So we can fit this onto the figure, and I found the best way actually to add these to the figures is to take one of the arms off. It's a bit of a tight fit, and if you take one arm off you can then easily get the vest on and then pop the arm back in place like so. And then we have one vest onto Prince Adam, and that immediately makes quite a big difference to him. He starts to actually look like the toy would have done when you first bought it. So I've actually made another version of this vest out of a slightly different material. You can see this is a bit more of a sort of a pink material, but as you can see the edge of this one frays a bit, but it's up to you what sort of material you use to get what sort of finish you want. I actually quite like this sort of more pinky vest because it looks a lot more like the TV show, but I think this burgundy one is how the figure was originally. So now we can move on to making the belt for Prince Adam. For Prince Adam's belt you're going to need to get some flat elastic. Now this is 5mm width flat elastic, and you can pick this up off eBay or go to a sort of local haberdashery shop and they should be able to sort you out. And I bought a metre of this. It cost about 50p, so it's pretty cheap stuff, and you actually only need 10 centimetres to make a belt. So I'm just going to mark this on my cutting mat here. We'll get to 10 centimetres, which is that. I can then chop the end off, and what we've got to do with this is to actually sew it into a loop. So you've got a little bit of overlap on the end. I sort of allow about a centimetre's worth of overlap because you need it fairly tight, but if you make it too tight it's actually almost impossible to get it on the figure, so leave it a little bit on the loose side. And again I'm going to get a needle and thread. I've now got a needle with some black cotton on it, and I'm going to sew these two ends together to make a loop. And you'll need to sort of sew quite a few times backwards and forwards to make sure it's a nice strong fixing, because you don't want this to come undone. And once that's done you can see we now have a loop of elastic. I've trimmed off any of these sort of loose ends. Now we need to add a button. Now the original belt did just have a tiny yellow button added onto the sort of opposite side to where it was sewn together, and I've done a quick sort of search on eBay and I bought these, which is a bag of they call them micro buttons, and you get about 200 buttons for 99p, and really I only want one button out of this, but it was the cheapest way of getting these buttons. And you'll see inside here there are a couple of yellow ones. There's a lot of sort of multicoloured ones, but all we want is one of these tiny little yellow buttons. So I'll just get that out of the packet, and we need to sew this onto the opposite side where we join the bit of elastic together. So I'm just going to push that on sort of roughly in the middle just to get a sort of idea of where it should go. Again I have a needle and thread, and this time I have yellow cotton onto this, and I'm going to sew this button onto this piece of elastic. Now this is a tricky bit of sewing for me. I'm not great at doing buttons, but I've been able to do it a couple of times as a little test, so I'm getting slowly better as I do them, but really buttons seem to be a bit of a trick that I've not quite learnt yet. And there we go, one replacement Prince Adam belt. That does look a lot like the original. So I'm just going to fit these onto the two figures I have, and we'll take a look at the completed outfit. And here are the two final vests and belts. As you can see, the one made out of felt is cut really nicely and has quite a nice sharp edge. The one out of the other fabric I used is fraying a bit, but I quite like the colour of that one. So it may be that I try and hunt down some better fabrics, but really the pattern will work with whatever material you have to hand, and then you just need a bit of the flat black elastic. And as I say, buy a big bag of these micro buttons. There seem to be plenty of sellers of these around. I could have actually bought 200 yellow ones, but they're going to come from China, which would have taken a few weeks. And this little pack that I bought here was from within the UK, so it only took a day to arrive. And I really did only need the yellow ones, so I'm going to give the rest to Mrs. toy-polloi because I think she wants to use them for some project of hers. But as you can see, Prince Adam looks a whole lot better now that he has his vest on. It just makes it look like a complete figure. So all I really need to do now is hunt down a couple of these sort of pink sword that he has, because as you can see, I currently don't have those in my collection. So don't forget, you can get the pattern for this vest plus lots of other very useful files off toy-polloi.com, including stickers for other Masters of the Universe toys and vehicles. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.